we go. All right. Welcome to Thursday Night Yoga. Oga part of yoga. Coming to the top of our mats, we're going to stand in Tadasana like I said. So Tadasana is a nice start to get yourself settled. Just grounded in the mat. Grounded in kind of just switching now from our active Zoom, bouncing around, having lots of fun, to more of a grounded, soft, deeper breath, right? So we had our heart rates going, we were probably breathing a little bit hard, so now we're just going to come down a bit and regulate. And as you stand at the top of your mat in Tadasana, feel your spine lifting up and your shoulders going back, so you have really nice posture. It's not forced, just natural here. Tucking your tail in a little bit, and again, increasing the length of your spine by just imagining your head moving towards the ceiling. You can even feel it move a bit as your neck grows longer. And then we're just going to take a couple deep breaths here to regulate our heartbeat and to get us into a grounded headspace. So taking one deep breath in through the nose, filling up the belly, filling up the chest and lungs, and then sighing it out. Good. And then taking another deep breath in, filling everything up, and when you let it out, just let your shoulders go. Let go of everything that happened during the day, everything you have to do afterwards, and just devote this half hour here to yourself and to the group. So one more inhale. And exhaling, letting it all out. Great. So now that we're here on the mat and in our yoga space, or having our yoga brains, we'll take our right foot and slide it all the way to the back of the mat. We're going into high lunge, crescent lunge. So getting situated here so that you're nice and steady and stable. Yep, making sure the back knee is straightened if you want it straightened. Front knee is over ankle. Okay, good. You guys look great. And then if it's available to you or if you want to, we're going to kind of do a moving hands thing. So on the in-breath, we're going to lift up. And then on the out-breath, we're just kind of going to round, come back and around, and feel that opening in our chest and our heart on the out-breath. Good. So on the in-breath, reaching up. And on the out-breath, circling around, pushing your heart forward, feeling some movement in your shoulders. Inhaling again. Exhaling, bringing your hands all the way around, opening up your chest, feeling your shoulders opening up. Good. And now on the next one, we're going to inhale up. And on your exhale, you're going to move into the warrior two. So just opening up the arms, opening up the right foot. Left foot stays the same. Checking in with your lower back. Is it feeling okay? Tucking your tail if you want. Great, you guys look awesome. And then just gazing out, just past your left fingers, finding your drishti. 2 deep breaths here. We're challenging that right front leg quite a bit. Strength-wise. Inhaling again. Good. Exhaling, sinking deeper. If you want, you can straighten your leg for a second to give it a break. If not, keep it bent. And then we're going to, on the next inhale, we're going to reverse into exalted warrior. So reaching back with the left hand. Your right hand can rest gently on your right thigh. Good. And now we're going to try this in a moving kind of a moving meditation, moving sequence. So on your inhale, you're going to come back to warrior two. And then on your exhale, you're going to go into side angle pose. Good. And then on the inhale, warrior two. Exhale, exalted. And you can straighten your left leg, your left leg if you want for a break. On the inhale, warrior two. And exhale, side angle. Now let's hold side angle. Good, feeling that beautiful elongation on the left side, all the way from your feet up to the tip of your fingers. Good. Okay, so now let's take both of our hands and put them down onto the mat on either side of our left foot. Yeah, and then we're just gonna push back into downward dog or child's pose if you want, if that's better for you. This downward dog should feel nice. Move around. Let your neck hang heavy. Spine is straight. Good job, you guys, look great. Great, and then we'll do actually no, let's then take the left foot and bring it on up. We're gonna do that on the other side. Sorry, no, the right foot. Bring the right foot up. Yep. Good, and we're going into a low lunge. Did I do that right? I think so. Good. So once you got there, reaching your hands up to the ceiling. Remember, this is a balance pose, and you can always drop your left knee if that feels better. Then you're just in low lunge, high lunge, low lunge. Let's do the same arm movement. So inhaling up and then exhaling, reaching back, opening our chest, stretching out. Inhaling, reaching tall, elongating the spine, and then opening the chest on the exhale. Inhale, reaching up, and exhale, feeling that chest open up. Excellent. And then inhaling, arms up again. And then on the exhale, we are going into warrior two, just like the other side. Good. So taking a minute to get situated here. Just checking to see that your front knee's over your front ankle. And if your shoulders are sore, you can just keep your arms out of it, put them on your waist. Good, taking an inhale here. And then on the exhale, reaching back into exalted warrior. Oh. Now we're gonna move. Inhale, warrior two. Feeling your knees sinking even lower. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhaling, warrior two. Exhaling, exalted. Good job, guys. Let's do one more. Warrior two, into side angle. Awesome. And then coming back into warrior two. Now we're gonna kind of shimmy to the front. So moving your body, including your left foot, to the front, and then just bring your hands down on either side of our right foot. And you can push back into child's pose for a break. You can also have the option of going back into downward dog. If you're in downward dog, take a deep breath here. And then if you want to come on this journey with me, where we'll push ourselves a little bit for strength, come into a plank pose now. So making sure that your abs are engaged, your tail is tucked, and taking 3 breaths here. Awesome, you guys are doing great. That's 1 breath. Feel yourself shaking. 2, 1 more. My whole body's shaking. Good, drop your knees. Awesome, and then coming down, chaturanga. Chest lowers to the floor, hands are by your side. And you can let's do 3 moving baby cobras here. So on the inhale, you're just pushing halfway up, engaging that back. Good, and exhaling, rolling down. Inhaling, pushing up, open heart. Exhaling, forehead to mat. Inhaling one last time, pushing up in a baby cobra, and exhaling, rolling down forward, forehead touches the mat. Now on the next inhale, you can push yourself back to child's pose, or you can take another downward dog. I'm going into child's pose for a minute. You guys choose your path, choose your journey. 2 breaths here. And sometimes if you want to do both, you could do 1 breath in child's and then 1 breath in downward. Good. On your next breath, you're going to walk to the front of the mat, taking little baby steps, coming all the way up, and then just ragdoll, forward fold. 1 breath here, shake out the head, yes and no, feels good. And then with your hands on your hips and your core engaged, you can come on back up to standing. Awesome. Just take a second here in Tadasana to feel into your body. You might feel a little bit more warm. You might feel tingling sensation. Maybe there's some areas that are aching. Maybe your lower back hurts a little bit. Just feel into all of that and just welcome it. All the feelings are welcome. Don't try to fight it. Good. All right, so on the next breath, in the next in-breath, taking your left foot and swinging it back to the back, we're gonna go into Trikonasana. We're setting up for triangle pose, okay? And so your back foot is like, it could be 45 degrees, or it could be flush with the back of the mat, whatever feels okay to your body. I like to have my feet pretty close together for this one. And then arms into a T, and pushing your left hip out and reaching your right hand forward. Reach, reach, reach as far as you can. Yeah, then coming on down. Perfect. Coming down with those T arms. If your left shoulder is hurting, just put your left hand on your waist. Inhaling, 2 breaths here. Try to elongate your spine so you're not dumping into the side of your left waist. Good. And then when you're ready, engaging your abs and slowly coming up. Good. And then we are just going to transition to the other side by switching our feet positions. So now left foot is facing forward, right is in the back. Easy peasy. And then lifting our arms up to a T. Reaching with the left hand. Reach, reach, reach as far as you can. And then tipping forward, bringing that whole situation just down. Your left hand might be on a block, might be on your shin, could be on your quad. Really, wherever you can go to have integrity in the pose. So integrity means breathing. If you're not breathing, you are not doing yoga. 1 more breath here. Good. And then on the inhale, we can come back up. Whew. Bringing that right foot to meet the left foot at the top of your mat. Awesome. I have to check the time. All right, perfect. So we're going to do a full, let's do a sun salutation to rinse that all out. Let's even do 2, since we're in this kind of powerful mode today. So inhaling, reaching up to the sky. Exhaling, folding forward. Of course, you can modify and do a half sun salutation. Inhaling, flat back. Exhaling, chaturanga, or you can go right back to downward dog. That's a good one too. Inhaling in plank, and then exhaling, chaturanga. I like to drop my knees And exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra for me, and then back to plank. Back to downward dog. Let's do that again. So walking your hands up to the front of the mat, and inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, fold forward, and inhaling, coming on up, reaching up. Let's bring our hands to our hearts for a second, just to take a moment to feel our bodies and how hard we're working. Thank you, body. Okay, one more of those. Inhaling, arms coming up, reaching up. Exhaling, folding forward. Phew. And inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, plank or just down to downward dog or child's pose. Let's take a breath in plank. Chaturanga, I'm going to drop my knees, you don't have to. Inhaling, little baby cobra or upward dog if you want. And exhaling, downward dog. All right, let's take a little break here. Let's go into pigeon. So bringing your left foot up and in between your hands. We'll set up for pigeon. If you want to do it on your back, you're welcome to do that too. So if your knees, if this is just an awkward one for you, the back one, the lying down is always a good solution. Good. So making sure that back leg is straight. I always stay up for a minute just to make sure I'm all situated before forward folding. Wow. All right. So then when you're situated, your hips are in the same plane, then you can fold forward into that easy, relaxed pigeon. I'm just going to stay up on my elbows because this knee is giving me some trouble. Let's take a true rest here. Just some silence and 3 deep, long, deep breaths. Last breath. And then walking your hands up. And we're going to swing our right leg all the way around so that our right foot is by our left knee, going into a twist here, half Lord of the Fish, I believe. So getting situated like that, and if that's all wonky and super awkward for you, then just do a twist with your crisscross applesauce legs until I work in schools. So making sure your right hand is placed very gently, just kind of a little bit behind you, and inhaling, lifting your left hand up to the sky, reaching and getting as much length as you can before you twist to the right, grabbing onto your right knee. Yeah, awesome. Yes, and you can kind of hug that right knee into you. This is a rinsing pose. We're getting the organs and digestive system rinsed out and working for us. On the inhale, you can grow taller, and then on the exhale, you can turn even more to the right if it feels good. One more here. Good, then release that. Just do a little counter twist to the left, just for a second, because that feels good. Awesome. And then we're gonna come into all fours. Just gonna do a few cat-cows before we do our pigeon on the other side. So inhaling, looking up, dropping your belly, and exhaling, kitty cat. Hi, did you come just in time for cat-cow? Yes, you did. Inhale. He's giving me kisses. Inhaling cow. Exhaling kitty cat. Meow. Meow, meow, meow. I'm not gonna moo this time like I did last time. Inhaling, looking up, oh, and exhaling, another cat. Okay, now we'll have our spine neutral. If you want to get into pigeon on the right side through downward dog, then you can do that. I like it. But you can also just get into it any way that feels good. So I'm going to go back into downward dog for one breath. And then taking the right foot forward this time. I'm just taking a look at your, I love that. Christy took a look at her back leg to make sure it was straight without me even cueing. I think I'm gonna do some minimal cues class for you guys at some point. All right, so inhaling and exhaling here. And then as soon as you're situated and you've got yourself feeling good, your right knee doesn't hurt, then you just can come on down and walk down to that relaxing, all-encompassing, forward folding pigeon. I'm not going to go all the way down, but you guys are welcome to. Checking into with your lower back, just making sure that it's okay in this pose. So I'm going to give you guys 3 deep breaths with some nice quiet, or just a quiet space. One more. That's good. And then on the exhale, swing that left foot around now so we can do the pose on the other side, the twisting pose. Good. And if it feels good, then that means it's right for your anatomy. If it doesn't feel good, then just come on out of it and do a different version of the pose. Not every pose is right for everyone's anatomy. So your left hand will be gently placed a little bit behind you, a couple inches behind you. It's just there for balance, essentially. I look over, everyone's already in it. Awesome job. Inhaling, yeah, reaching your right arm up, and then exhaling, and hugging your left knee in. Some people put their elbow on the other side of their knee. I can't quite do that, but if you're advanced like that, feel free. Inhaling, getting longer and taller, and exhaling, folding, rinsing out those innards, rinsing out the day, rinsing out any negativity, getting your digestive system flowing. Be all ready to eat dinner when you're done. And let go of that. Counter stretch to the right for a second. Oh, my back almost wants to crack. Good. Okay, so bringing your feet now out in front of you. I just want you to take some windshield wipers. So feet can be kind of far apart. And then just taking your knees from the left to the right. Yeah, should feel good. It can look any way it looks as long as it feels good. This should release your lower back. And we're just going to do this for the rest of the class. No, we're not. We're going to go into boat. Woohoo! So yeah, well, you guys all know how to get into boat. We're going to do 2 rounds of boat for 5 breaths each. So choose your poison. Choose what you want to do. Oh my gosh. That's my cat in the other room. He needs to be a part of things. Okay, so yeah, Christy, you're already there. Just making sure your back is nice and straight and strong. And then you can take one foot off at a time And then finally your arms, if that's available. And so we're counting down. 5, 4. If you need to modify, go ahead. 3, making sure your back is okay. 4. I don't know why I'm counting anymore. 1 more. Oh, okay, let it go. Phew. Okay, you can go into a wide leg butterfly for a second. And then just kind of nice little forward bend with that butterfly. And then we'll do 1 more bout. And then we'll go down to our backs and we'll be ready to close up the journey. All right, so are you guys ready to do boat again? If your lower back is really sore in this one and it seems to be taking over because your abs are weak, like that's how mine are, then what I would suggest is that you leave your feet on the floor or you have your hands just wrapped around your knees very gently, and even engaging your core and making sure your chest is upright, that's even gonna work that whole, those abs. So if you wanna do it like that, that's fine too. Okay, oh good, no one's up yet. I was like, oh my God, if they're already up now, I count 5, they're gonna hate me. All right, we're gonna do 5 breaths, not as slow as I did before. Okay, get in position. I'm gonna try this first. So 1, 2, oh, shaking. 3, helps me to breathe really loud, I don't know why. 4, oh, oh my gosh, okay, and 5. Oh, you guys inspire me. I can't do that when I'm just on my own. Oh, I need you guys. All right, forward fold with your butterfly, just to release your lower back. Good. And when you're ready, come on down on your back. We're gonna do a quick laying down twist, and then we'll go into Shavasana for a couple minutes. Nice. I love how everyone's getting ready for Shavasana. That makes me know you guys take it seriously. I don't know about you, but I'm like a little bit sweaty. I feel like teaching, the teacher always gets sweatier because like there's, you know, I'm just like trying to remember everything and then kind of working out. All right, so coming down onto your back, good, just like Chrissy's already doing, knees into chest. Oh, and rocking back and forth. That feels so nice after doing those boats. Counter stretch to boat for sure. And then if you want, you can do the twist with me, or you could just do another pose, whatever you feel like. If you're doing the twist, just letting your knees drop gently to the right. Arms are out in a T or above your head. And a deep breath here. On your exhale, you may feel yourself twisting a little deeper. Good, and then just for the sake of time, we'll switch sides if you're doing that with me. If you're not, just go ahead and do whatever was feeling good for ya. Knees dropping over to the left this time. And taking one incredibly deep breath into your hips and your back. And as you let it all go, feeling yourself moving deeper into the twist. Good, and then we'll just bring our legs out in front of us now, getting ready for our final resting pose. Oh, the best part, just feeling into your body and thanking yourself for all the things you did to help your body stay strong, to help your digestive system, to help your nervous system too. All those forward folds, really good for the nervous system. And even just the deep breathing alone, you guys, that's so good for anxiety. So all the things. I'm just going to count 3 breaths down, but I'll do it in silence so that you guys can have a space to just zone out for a minute before we end. And just relaxing your whole body into the earth. Feel it sinking in. Letting everything go. And then moving around a little bit. Maybe you do some ankle rolls, maybe some wrist rolls, bringing your body back, mind back. And when you're ready, you can turn to your side. Oh, just like a little baby in the fetal position. Take a breath here. Or stay in Shavasana if you want, that's always an option for me. And then pushing on up if you're coming up. Staying down if you're staying down. And hands come to heart in such gratitude. So grateful for you guys. And namaste. Have an awesome evening. I love that some people are still in Shavasana. That's great. Jackie's like, I'm still in a forward fold. I love forward folds.